In 2013, the phone rings at American Express. On the line, Kim Kardashian. She makes some wild requests. Change her account's social security number, switch her mailing address, and then send replacement cards. Now, this wasn't on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, so Amex was like, hold on a minute, and they ring up the authorities. Next thing, there's a knock on the door of one Luis Flores Jr. in Sunny Lake Mary, Orlando. This 19-year-old, chilling miles away from the glitz of Cali where Kim K's mansion stands, was the mastermind. Our teen con artist wasn't just stopping at Kimberly. Nope. He had shady dealings with names like Ashton Kutcher, Paris Hilton, and even the former FBI director Robert Mueller. The Secret Service raided his place and hit the jackpot on a flash drive. In it was the sensitive financial information of Bill Gates, Michelle Obama, Joe Biden, Beyonce, Tom Cruise, and more. How on earth did this teen living with his mama in Orlando snag what's basically the most valuable data in the world? What if I tell you this all came from legit sources? Let's take a deep dive into the world of identity theft and uncover its secrets. And hey, if you pick up a thing or two, smash that thumbs up button. And check the video description to see the best way to protect ourselves and the ones we love. A bill in the trash, a password in the Notes app, the coffee shop Wi-Fi, each of this leaves the front door unlocked for cyber bandits. Between 2021 and 2022, fraud complaints shot up by 19%. And the losses, a staggering 77% hike. Our AI game is leveling up faster than ever. So the sneaky tactics of cybercrimes, especially identity theft, are going to level up too. Let's look at 11 super relevant identity theft types. And stay till the end. I'll spill the beans on the absolute boss of identity thefts, something that is super advanced, uber sophisticated, and spreading like wildfire. First up is financial identity theft. Ever felt like you have an evil twin somewhere with a taste for the finer things in life? Meet financial identity theft. It's that mischievous double of you running wild at the mall, splurging your hard-earned cash on glitzy shopping sprees, all while you're left with a jaw-dropping bill. So here's the lineup of financial identity theft's usual suspects. We'll start with credit card fraud, the celeb of the lot. Ever spot a charge for a PS5 that you never even glanced at? Bam! You're the star of a credit card fraud episode. To keep your spotlight safe, scan those statements like a hawk and ring up the credit card company at the first hint of something fishy, like a subscription to Cranes Today magazine that gives you the hot goss from, well, the crane industry. Then there's bank account takeover. Imagine this, a crook takes over your bank account and they're treating themselves and their friends on your dime. They pull this off through phishing, where they'll dress up an email to look like it's from your bank and ask you for a quick verification. Or maybe you stumble onto a fake bank website that's a dead ringer for the real deal. You put in your info and your hard-earned cash is now their play money. Then we have new account fraud. Surprise, a thief doesn't just mess with your existing credit, they can open a whole new account in your name. So stay sharp and keep an eye on your credit reports from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Miss one, and you could miss the whole fraud fiesta going on behind your back. And of course, there's loan or mortgage fraud. Say someone has really bad credit to qualify for a mortgage, or they want to buy a property that's way out of their budget. What do? They end up using your identity to qualify for a loan. Oh, the audacity! And you can just imagine all the ways this could destroy your financial future. The second type is social security identity theft. Now picture this. A cunning crook gets their hands on your social security number. Now, as you may know, your SSN is like a secret key. Your secret key. From your credit to your medical insurance to job and government benefits, this 9-digit wonder key opens all kinds of doors. How does the thief score this precious code? Could be tech-savvy hacking, or something as old school as rifling through your trash for those documents you forgot to shred. Sometimes they might even dress up their voice and play act like a trusted official, tricking those digits out of you over a phone call. Once they've nabbed your SSN, it's party time. New credit cards? Sure. Loans or medical treatments? Why not? And the real kicker? You might not even know about this fiesta until the debt collectors start knocking, or weird stuff pops up in your credit report. The third type is medical identity theft. This is when someone sneaky pretends to be you at the doctor's office. Picture this. A hospital full of hustle and bustle. Our sneaky thief comes in, acts like an everyday patient, and uses your stolen medical info. Meanwhile, you're at home, clueless, and your insurance is getting billed for stuff you've never even needed. But hang on, it's not just a money thing. This messes up your medical records big time. They might list the wrong blood type or allergies for you, for example. Imagine showing up for treatment and the nurse doesn't even know about your aspirin allergy. Scary. Remember, protecting against medical identity theft isn't just about numbers and papers. It's about keeping you safe. That's a big deal. The fourth type is child identity theft. This is when the bad guys target kids' personal info, like names and social security numbers. Why? Because a kid's credit is fresh and clean, like a blank piece of paper waiting for a thief to scribble all over it. With an untouched social security number, they can get credit cards, loans, or even rent an apartment, all under a child's name. The really sneaky part? This could go unnoticed for years, hiding like a time bomb until the child grows up. Imagine a kid applying for a student loan or college scholarship only to find out that their credit is a mess, all thanks to a crime that they didn't even know about. The fifth type is criminal identity theft. Imagine someone gets nabbed for doing something they weren't supposed to do, and then they try to pin it on you. It's like being caught breaking the vase and then blaming it on your brother. Classic, right? But this isn't about vases. Someone could use your name to get out of fines or even avoid arrest. Suddenly, you're faced with a bill for a crime you didn't commit, or even worse, a warrant for your arrest. The sixth type is tax identity theft. You know what's worse than filing your taxes? Someone else filing them for you on your behalf. And I'm not talking about your accountant. I'm talking about a sly thief who has your name, your social security number, and a couple of other nuggets of information. Next thing you know, they filled out your tax forms, submitted them, and taken off with your refund. When you hear from the tax folks saying they've already received your returns, you're in for a headache. We're talking paperwork, endless phone calls, and of course, a delay in getting your refund. The seventh type is driver's license identity theft. How much does your driver's license mean to you? If you're not a 16-year-old blasting Olivia Rodrigo driving around the block in your mom's old minivan, you probably don't even think about it that often. But waking up one day and finding out that someone took your good name and your driver's license for a joyride isn't exactly a joyride. You could be hit with unpaid tickets, surprise court dates, or a driving record that looks like it's been through a demolition derby. A total wreck. The eighth type is digital and social identity theft. Digital identity theft is like some cyberpunk villain hacking into your virtual life, swiping your passwords, usernames, credit card numbers, the whole shebang. Imagine them waltzing through your online life, wearing your digital face and acting like they own the place. Now, social identity theft is a whole different beast. Here, the thief slinks into your social media profiles pretending to be you. They might fool your friends into sending money, or even worse, start sharing stuff that makes people raise an eyebrow at Thanksgiving. The cleanup could mean endless hours of resetting passwords, calling customer support, and explain it to grandma why you suddenly started selling questionable products on Facebook. The ninth type is senior identity theft. Imagine someone slyly eyeing your lovely grandma or grandpa, pretending to be their friend, and then bam, they swoop in and steal their personal details. Real snake in the grass stuff. These con artists might call up pretending to be from the bank or some government office and either sweet talk or threaten their way into getting sensitive info. They might even fish through the mail or send fake emails, and then they drain your grandparents' bank account of their entire life savings. The 10th type is employment identity theft. Think of employment identity theft as someone stealing your face and then using it to get a job. Yep, they have your personal deets like your SSN, and they're clocking in and they're cashing checks as you. They might be playing the game to avoid the law, dodge taxes, or who knows what else. But the punchline? They mess up your tax records, making it look like you're rolling in dough when you're not. Alright, as promised, here's the most sophisticated, most difficult to detect type of identity theft. It's called synthetic identity theft, but I like to call it Frankenstein's identity monster. It's like building a person from scratch using some real pieces and some completely made up ones. Like snatching a real social security number and then tossing in a fake name, address, or birthday. Boom! A brand new imaginary person. It's sneaky, complicated, and tougher to catch because it's not tied to any one real person. So what's this fake person for? Well, to the thief, they're as good as gold. They might open banks, snag credit cards, or borrow money, all under this made-up name. They'll play nice, build up their credit score, and then max it all out and vanish, leaving a financial wreck in their wake. And here's the catch. Since they sometimes use real social security numbers, it can boomerang back to you. You might end up with some ghostly accounts or charges haunting your financial record. To steer clear of this high-tech hoodwink, you have to up your game. In addition to keeping you safe and checking your credit reports regularly, you gotta consider calling in the big guns. Identity theft protection services that keep tabs on this particular brand of thievery. It's why I have a whole YouTube channel dedicated to this wild ride. But hey, don't sweat it too much. I've done the legwork, sifting through the maze of identity theft protection programs. And guess what? There are some real champions out there, ready to be your all-in-one guard dog against these digital scoundrels. Want to know which one's the best fit for you? I have reviews, comparisons, and all the juicy details on my channel. So before you part with all your hard-earned cash for some identity theft protection, make sure to give those a look. Smash that like button and stay savvy, my friends.